Crypto King is not a financial advisor.
What's happening, Learn Crypto TV family? So we back for another episode here. Today, what y'all will be learning about is privacy coins. But oh my gosh, man. Well, anyway, so I'm in a different city in Colombia. I'm here with one of my road dogs here. Came down to visit me. And now we're headed to the south side of Cali, Colombia. We're finna go hit up one of these central commercials, go check out the scenery, do a little bit of business. I got a little ATM business we trying to expose to different parts of Colombia and the rest of South America as well. So I'm doing double work here, trying to see what I can do. I told you it was one right around the corner. I knew it. But anyway, and my gym, Body Tech. Oh shucks, I can come right here and work out, dad.
There it is.
Dude, I might have to get up in the morning and do that. But yeah, family, so excuse me, I had to I just found out literally around the corner my gym is here, so I can come work out in the morning if I want to. But anyway, thank y'all for tuning in. You learn about some privacy coins today. If you take a look at the crypto market and everything like that, you can see that it's down. So basically we're in a bear market right now. So those of them with diamond hands, this is the time where you want to be able to accumulate those favorite projects. What I would tell you to do is accumulate Bitcoin and Ethereum. Kind of stay away from the altcoins because you don't never know what type of situation. If you look at that Terra Luna situation, man, where it was all up over $100 and now it's just straight crash and it has no value now. A lot of people was left holding the bag. A lot of people lost money. There was actually 8 confirmed suicides behind that particular project, across the world. So, but anyway, you just gotta pay a little bit of attention to what you're doing and stuff like that. But anyhow, let me stop talking, man, and let me start showing y'all a parts of the city of Cali, Colombia that you probably hadn't seen before. Anyway, we'll catch y'all on the next clip. Welcome, family, and thank you for tuning in to Learn Crypto TV. On today's episode, I want to talk to you about privacy coins. Hundreds of thousands of Bitcoin transactions happen every day. Each transaction and the people involved are recorded on the Bitcoin's blockchain, and that is viewable by anyone. Yet, if you imagine you are buying something that you shouldn't be buying, think bigger than the order of fries that you bought with cash so nobody would see it on your credit card bill. Using Bitcoin would mean your transaction is on display along with your identity for prying eyes and law enforcement to see. This is where privacy-enhanced cryptocurrencies come in, also known as privacy coins. These cryptocurrencies obscure your identity, freeing you up to buy whatever you want. What are privacy coins? Privacy coins are cryptocurrencies that obscure transactions on the blockchain to maintain the anonymity of its users and their activity. Participants within the transaction will know the amount transacted and the parties involved. However, the same information will be unattainable by any outside observer. The anonymity of the privacy coins offer a potentially appealing outlet for money laundering and other criminal transactions. As such, privacy coins are a point of contention in the ongoing debate around cryptocurrency privacy and regulation. So how do privacy coins work? For cryptocurrencies operating on public blockchains, any recorded transaction will show the sender and the receiver and the amount exchanged. The two main privacy coins on the market at this time are Zcash and Monero, and this is to obscure the information through different methods. Zcash offers private and transparent transactions. Users can choose between T addresses, which operates like non-private cryptocurrency addresses, or Z addresses, which will conceal the identity of the seller. The Z addresses operate on a zero-knowledge proof, which validate that the transaction occurred for both sellers and buyers without revealing any information about the transactions. So in transaction between the two Z addresses, you can identify that the transaction occurred at a certain time on the blockchain, but you don't have any information on who participated in the transaction and how much money was involved. Monero has several features that combine to make it a very difficult identity for any transaction information on the blockchain. To start, Monero uses stealth addresses, also known as one-time public keys, which disassociates two accounts participating in a Monero transaction to outside viewers on the blockchain. At the same time, Monero uses ring signatures, which further hides the identity of the sender by mixing their identity with decoy identities. In 2017, Monero implemented ring CT, which obscures transaction amounts. What is the purpose of privacy coins? Privacy coins were designed to preserve anonymity of people making cryptocurrency transactions. Yet, for most cryptocurrency users, this is a solution looking for a problem. According to Mr. Koruth, the co-founder and chief technology officer at Markle Science, the average cryptocurrency retail user does not care about privacy. A study from the University of Massachusetts Lowell came to the conclusion finding Bitcoin users tend to disregard privacy in favor for the simplicity of the Bitcoin network.
Yeah, family, the landscape here is actually stunning. It's beautiful. It's gorgeous. I can't believe it. I wasn't expecting to see what I'm seeing right now, but, at the same time, in all of these different cities in Colombia, they have different fields and stuff like that. You're not going to get the same experience in Cartagena as you would get in Medellin, as you would get in Bogota, and now I'm in Cali. I've been to Barranquilla one time, but I was only there for not a whole day, so I don't have that full experience yet. And then Palenque is totally different, man. So, the fact that I can come around here and fly around these different places, for little or nothing, gives me an opportunity to, have different experiences and stuff like that. So quite happy. But right now we headed to the south end, like I said earlier. So, I'm finna go over here and check this out over here and see what's going on. Try to get something to eat. So I'll show y'all some of that too. But y'all can continue looking at it and let me know what y'all think down there in the comment section, man. And don't forget to smash that like button too.
Instead, the demand for privacy developments in cryptocurrencies are driven by companies and organizations. For an example, if you are a company like Facebook or Google making large transactions, you don't really want the rest of the world to know that, hey, I've done a transaction. Because of the need for large enterprises to have privacy, there is a whole new segment of blockchains which came up around privacy. Even transactions using publicly traded cryptocurrencies can be concealed. Coin mixers are a prominent method of obfuscation, especially when trading Bitcoin. Two or more transactions are mixed together on the blockchain with decoy transactions. So instead of multiple transactions showing up on the blockchain, clear senders receive an amount of coin mixers results and one transaction on the blockchain listing all senders and receivers. Though not a private as privacy coin, it is still impossible to see who sent what to whom. Are privacy coins legal? The legality of privacy coins vary depending on the country. In the US, privacy coins remain illegal. However, the Secret Service recommended that Congress regulate privacy-enhanced cryptocurrencies. The Deputy Assistant Director of the Secret Service Office of Investigations told Congress in 2018 that criminals are increasingly leveraging anonymity-enhanced cryptocurrencies and services which serve as tumblers and mixers to obscure transactions on the blockchain. Countries like South Korea, Japan have banned trading or holding privacy coins altogether, citing them as a potential outlet for financial crimes such as money laundering or terrorist financing. The Financial Action Task Force has similarly listed the use of privacy coins as a potential red flag for money laundering.
Yeah, so what y'all seeing in the street right now, family, is there's election day next week. So Fico is the president that's running against Duque. So this line of cars that's going down the street right now is a bunch of people who are Fico supporters. Soportante por Presidente Fico. See, he's the I guess the person that's trying to seat Duque. I don't think that he gonna win. I see some Fico supporters in Bogota as well, but I don't know. You know what I'm saying? I guess you have to sit back and watch this election process out here and see how it goes. But it's similar to what's in the United States. You got these people that's in the street with all these tags and stickers and bumper stickers on their cars, and people standing on the thing that y'all saw early on the program, standing on the curb, waving this flag and stuff like that. So it should be interesting, because there's a lot of people here that does not like Duque as a president. You know, they think he's a crook, you know. But I guess we just gonna have to see.
Countries like South Korea and Japan have banned trading or holding privacy coins altogether, citing them as a potential outlet for financial crimes such as money laundering or terrorist financing. The Financial Action Task Force has similarly listed the use of privacy coins as a potential red flag for money laundering through virtual assets. Some cryptocurrency exchanges have also stopped offering privacy coins as a result of anti-money laundering guidance. In January of 2021, Bittrex, the 8th largest cryptocurrency exchange by volume, announced that it would drop Monero and Zcash from its offerings. Kraken, the 4th largest exchange, delisted Monero in the United Kingdom in November of 2021, following the guidance from the UK's financial markets regulator. A study from the RAND Corporation found that Bitcoin still makes up the majority of the cryptocurrency volume on the dark web. A search for cryptocurrencies on the dark web observatory, which gathers listings information that includes vendors' accepted forms of payment, shows that Bitcoin was mentioned 57% of the time, followed by Monero at 27% of the time, making a shift in the preferred form of cryptocurrency towards privacy coins. According to Mr. Caruth, the privacy coins are another additional layer of form of currency that is already an issue for governments. I've spoken to a few law enforcement people, quote, "None of them are fans of cryptocurrencies," Mr. Caruth says, end quote. "Suddenly, I can send $1 million almost instantly, and there's no geographic restriction," Mr. Caruth also says.
Yeah, family, so we finally made it to our destination. We'll walk around here, see what Cali has to offer here as far as business is concerned, at least anyway. And yeah, but check out everything here, what you see, man. Hopefully you like it. You know, I ain't never seen this side of town on nobody video before, so, you know, hopefully it's something new.
And he thinks that privacy coins are a sure thing for law enforcement to dislike, and in general as well, because it's borderless and it's instant. In more technical circles, privacy coins like Monero are referred to as anonymity enhanced cryptocurrencies, or AECs. Monero is the most popular and most valuable AEC, but other top coins such as Zcash, Oasis Network, Secret, and Decred are in the running as well. Monero's official website explains that the coin is built with 3 core values: security, privacy, and decentralization. The reason for being so privacy focused is explained as follows. Monero takes privacy seriously. Monero needs to be able to protect users in a court of law and in extreme cases from the death penalty. The site reads, "This level of privacy must be completely accessible to all users, whether they are technologically competent or have no idea how Monero works. A user needs to be confidentially able to trust Monero in a way that this person does not feel pressured into changing their spending habits for risk of others finding out." By just providing a basic level of privacy protection to everyone, it means that you can, in practice, treat Monero as a fungible, which helps with commerce. So when you see people actually accepting cryptocurrency payments, Monero is really high on the totem pole. The Monero site lists 2 directories in which in total contain over 1,000 vendors where XMR, which is the ticker symbol, is accepted. Some of the primary vendors include those offering VPNs, cloud storage, and web hosting, but other vendor types include gambling and cryptocurrency themed merchandise. While other privacy coins like Zcash have found some popularity, Monero has become the most popular amongst the privacy coins.
Yeah, family. So what you see right now, a lot of people is, they standing around watching the soccer game in the middle of the plaza. Oh my, man! Let me tell y'all something here, man. You want to see some beautiful people, man, just the people in general, you got to come here, man. My head been like this, and we ain't even been in here that long. Yeah, man, that's where you want to be. But they watching the national team on TV right now, so that's what's going on.
Monero's technology suite, Ring T, Dandelion, and the automatic stealth addresses. For each transaction, the transaction sender and receiver knows the payment's destination. A factor in Monero's technological competence is almost certainly its development community, which is one of the largest in the cryptocurrency space.
Yeah, so Learn Crypto TV family. So right now we sitting up here at the food court, up here at this little location we at, trying to get some food to eat here. You know what I'm saying? I'll show y'all what the plate look like. I'm kind of hungry, so after going around doing all the little business and stuff like that. But I'll show y'all what this food look like. Man, this is a nice environment right here. The climate feel pretty good. Got on a t-shirt and shorts and stuff out here. So a lot of people out here just enjoying time. Chilling, relaxing. The vibe is pretty cool. I like it. A lot of stuff to look at. You feel me? So, but anyhow, on these crypto markets, I know I was talking about Terra Luna earlier, and the massive drop that it did from the high point of price that it had. It was, I think, the all-time high was at like $119. And it dropped all the way down to nothing, pretty much, And like I said earlier, it was a lot of people who lost a lot of money, in that project. So the reason why I'm talking about this as much is because when you go in and you invest in your money in these projects, you got to do your own research, man. There was a lot of indications there was some red flags with that project as to why I didn't invest in it, because I saw it when it was at like $3 or $4, And I could have gotten it then and made a little bit of money on that project, but it was just something that didn't sit right with me about it, and I didn't like it. So, and now we're seeing the reason manifest here live, and I just feel bad for those 8 people, the confirmed 8 deaths of those people who, killed themselves behind investing in that project, which tells me that they put a lot of money into something that they felt like would have long-term value, So that also tells me that they probably didn't do enough thorough research. One of the red flags that was an indicator for me was the fact that, the guy, Do Kwon, who sits at the top, was like a godlike figure or something. And that right there was something that I don't think that a lot of people took into consideration. That he could have been like maybe a scammer, or he didn't, I don't know. It was just something weird about the project that I didn't like and why I didn't invest in it. But there was a lot of YouTubers talking about investing in Terra Luna. A lot of YouTubers, that was saying that the UST stablecoin peg 1-to-1 was going to be the next stablecoin that you want to have in your portfolio, But it was just something about it that I was like, nah. And I'm glad that I didn't. but I feel bad for the people who did actually invest in that project, because you know, a lot of people lost a lot of money, man. So but here's the rule of thumb. You want to be diversified in your portfolio so that, in the event of something like this happening, you can absorb the losses with those projects, that happens to. That's why you want diversification. But right now, since we are in a bear market in crypto, the only cryptos that I suggest that you would invest in would be Bitcoin, Ethereum, like that. You know what I'm saying? Because those are the two provens. They're at the top as far as market cap is concerned. And then you want to be able to invest. Don't ever invest more than the amount that you're willing to lose. So that's what the general rule of thumb is with that. So yeah, I'm sorry. There's just a lot of things that you want to pay attention to walking around here. That's what I'm but anyway, that's what's going on. And yeah, I'm sorry, I'm at a loss for words right now. I'm in Cali, Colombia, man. Cali, Colombia. So, but anyway, yeah, just make sure you're doing your own research and you don't ever invest more than you can afford to lose in these projects, and realize that there's a possibility that they may not be around long term. So that's the value of you doing your research on these different projects. So, but a project like VeChain, or a project like Audius, or a project like Theta, or a project like Polygon, these type of projects that has real fundamentals, and they have a real solid following or backing. They have a good software developer team on it. They pair with different companies, or they have partnerships with different companies that are legitimate. Like for VeChain, for instance, they're paired with Walmart. They also paired with BMW. You can go look up their partnerships. Those are the type of projects that you want to invest your money into, because they have real intrinsic value. And their logistics supply chain solution, Audius is a project that deals, is similar to Spotify. That deals with Spotify, right? Like Spotify, but it's for crypto. You understand what I'm saying? Theta is is going to be the Web 3.0 YouTube and NFT platform. So those are the type of projects you want to look at. Something that has intrinsic value. Deeper Network, that's a VPN and firewall all in one, and you can actually buy the product. You understand what I mean? Project like Helium, that is a Wi-Fi connector or Internet of Things connector for all of the projects that require connection to the internet for the IoT or Internet of Things. So that's what you want to really look at when you determining what type of projects you want to put inside of your portfolio, and that'll help you to minimize your losses. If you have a project like Luna inside your portfolio. But anyhow, just wanted to come in and say this to you so y'all can all pay attention. Hopefully y'all learning something about this privacy coin matter. Definitely adding some of that to my portfolio as well. Monero is one of those top ones. I'm looking at the Secret Network. That's one of the ones that I'm actually looking at to add first, Secret Network, because they also partner with a lot of people that a lot of projects, that I like, the people that I recognize and stuff that and that endorses. And it also has interoperability, meaning that it'll be able to work with the different cryptos across the network. Like the platform Polkadot. That's an interoperable project. So but anyway, I'm gonna stop right here because I'm starting to mouth off a little bit. Food getting ready to come out, and I want to pay attention to my surroundings, if you know what I mean. So, but anyhow, hopefully y'all enjoying this and you're learning something. Leave your comments, questions down in the description, and we'll come back to you on the next round. We're walking out of the Central Commercial, about to go hit another part of the city. We're on the south side, if you don't remember. And yeah, man, this is a nice little area over here. Jardín Plaza, that's what it's called over here. So if you ever come out here, you definitely want to visit this spot. Nice little food court up there. And there's a lot to look at, man. Trust me when I tell you there's a lot to look at. I was just showing you. That shit is everywhere.
So are privacy coins really untraceable? Well, this is going to depend on the design and the structure of each one of the privacy coins, as some are more traceable than others. Not all privacy coins are private as they claim. Poorly designed protocols could contain flaws that can make their transactions traceable. Still, considering the current cryptography and encryption methods, we can say that privacy coins are working well. However, as a new analytical tool are developed, computers may one day become powerful enough to crack modern encryption methods. To name some of the top privacy coins that you can find out there, I'll just give you about a list of 10 just so you can go look up to do your own research, and I'll talk in a little bit in depth about a few of them. So Monero, Zcash, Oasis Network, Decred, Secret, Horizon, Verge, Dust Network, Thala Network, and Beam are some of the top privacy coins that you can go on exchanges like Binance to buy today. Since Bitcoin and many other cryptocurrencies run on a decentralized network, they can provide a certain degree of privacy. For instance, allowing users to create wallets without directly exposing their identities. Still, they are not fully private because transactions are recorded on a public ledger. As such, privacy coins could be an option for those looking for higher levels of anonymity and privacy. With that being said, remember the DYOR, like I always tell you, or do your own research before purchasing and committing to any of these privacy coins. So now I'm going to talk about a few brief privacy coins that I am actually looking into, investing into, and adding in addition to my crypto portfolio of what I've already obtained at this point. So let's take a look.
Yeah, family. So, right now I'm at the place of residence. So I'm at the top of the floor up here, just looking at and taking in some of the scenery and the breathtaking views that you just witnessed myself. But anyhow, this is Cali, Colombia. I'm in the northeast part of Cali, Colombia, where we at. So close to Central downtown is where I'm gonna show y'all some more footage of Cali, the nightlife a little bit. If you ever come out this way. The thing I like about this city is that it's not a city of tourists. There's not a lot of gringos out here. I haven't seen many gringos at all. So and that's what I like about this city, I think, the most, is that you can come out here and you're gonna see a lot of native, a lot of real Colombians. It seems like they're nice people. We was at the Central Commercial earlier. You saw that. I gave you a few clips here and there. That, man, there was a lot of people in there. Actually getting ready to go to another one here in a second. And go check that one out. And then later on, we'll go to another little nightlife club where, it's a lot of mi gente acá en Cali, Colombia. Me gusta mucho, okay? Porque yo practico mi español con la gente acá, and es mejor por mi hablas. La gente entendí mi cuando yo hablo. En mi mientras yo piense, yo creo que mi español es muy mal, pero la gente dice, no, Carlos, tu español es muy bueno por tu tiempo acá en Colombia. So, I'm thinking the opposite of that, But anyhow, it gave me an opportunity to do all that. I love this country, man. Every city that I've been to have a different vibe. Cali, Cartagena, Medellin, where I stay at in Bogota, Barranquilla, I've been to Palenque, what I'm saying? And I plan on visiting all the way around. Pereira, tú eres sigue, okay? Sigue. Pereira, Armenia, Manizales, the little smaller pueblos here in Colombia. So, you know, not pueblos, but, well, yeah, pueblos, towns, you know, cities, ciudades, okay? But anyway, you know, I'm gonna do all of that stuff, man, have fun. But what I want to tell you, man, be encouraged. Live your life, man. Do something bold. Don't live inside the box, man. Stop living inside that little box, man, trying to impress and appease everybody else. You do what you supposed to do for your life, what makes you happy. But know that there's a higher power, you know what I'm saying, that directs your steps. But at the same time, don't waste your time trying to gain the satisfaction of another person to be able to, you know, do the things that you want to do for your life, you know what I'm saying, and make those things come to fruition. Be bold, dare to do something great. Anyway.
Well, because I spoke about Monero in depth, we won't go too far down in explaining much more about Monero, but we'll just hop down to the second crypto that I spoke about in the privacy field, which is Zcash. Now, Zcash defines itself as, if Bitcoin is the HTTP for money, Zcash is the HTTPS, underlining the enhanced security and privacy features. Now, Zcash has an implemented cryptographic tool called Zero Knowledge Proof and grants participants an option to shield transactions. It allows participants to transact without any of them revealing their addresses to others, and the Zero Knowledge Proof also obfuscates the transaction amount. So Zcash is definitely one of these privacy coin cryptocurrencies that I'm looking at seriously about adding to my crypto portfolio. The next one, created in 2014, is Dash. Now, Dash is a cryptocurrency that allows users to choose whether or not the transactions are anonymous and private using its private send feature. This allows users to, or who would like to remain within their country's regulatory standards, to do so. The privacy feature also works by obscuring the origins of the funds. Choosing to use private send feature will slightly raise the fee for the transaction. Dash achieves this through a mixing protocol utilizing an innovative decentralized network of servers called master nodes. The next privacy currency that I want to talk about is Horizon. I'm also considering Horizon because it offers a privacy shield Z addresses same as Zcash and the public T addresses that work similarly to Bitcoin. However, sending funds from Z addresses to T addresses will show the amount received. Horizon also boasts of a vast node network, which helps to improve anonymity. Next, we'll talk about Horizon. Horizon, or ZEN, the ticker symbol, offers privacy shielded Z addresses and public T addresses that work similarly to Bitcoin. And the next privacy coin that I'm definitely seriously considering is the Secret Network. And this is the first blockchain with privacy preserving smart contracts, which I think will be very, very huge, and thus why I'm looking at it. It also works with Monero and Cosmos in the Web3 ecosystem. And I think of all of the ones that I've named, this is most likely going to be the one that I add, in addition to Dash maybe, to my portfolio to be able to have exposure to the privacy coins. So the Secret Network, the smart contracts here, are self-executing pieces of code that are managed on the blockchain. Most blockchains that support smart contracts, such as Ethereum, are public by default. This means that all the data used in the smart contracts are exposed to the public. Secret Network improves upon traditional smart contracts by supporting encrypted inputs, encrypted outputs, and encrypted state-of-the-art smart contracts for data privacy for sensitive information to be stored on the blockchain. Privacy is essential privacy is essential to the security and adoption of Web3 for the DeFi and NFTs and beyond. Secret Network brings new and unique privacy functionality to the space and will be foundational to the next generation of successful Web3 applications. And that's why I'm considering this to be one of my top privacy coin crypto investments here within the near future for my portfolio. And it's something that I think you should take a look at yourself and consider, doing some research to add to your portfolio as well, if you so see fit. In conclusion, family, you want to take control of your data. And this is the whole purpose of these privacy coins, in my opinion. Although you heard some things that could be negative, regulations and such within such governments, as large as data monopolies and an overlay of centralized internet continues to put our privacy and security in the society at risk, it is very important that privacy be protected and supported by all of these technologies and services that we use. Each one of these privacy coins in the networks seem to be dedicated to build solutions with privacy at its core to empower the people to take and keep control of their personal data and sensitive information that is in the digital space. So family, hopefully you have learned something today, and hopefully you have picked up a few of these cryptocurrencies within the privacy space in order to be able to look into, to be able to invest in. And if you're smart about it, you'll pick the one that's right for you, and thus helping you to take control of your personal data and sensitive information and keep it private. Again, thank you for tuning in to Learn Crypto TV today, and I'll see you on the next episode.
It's the most popular digital currency on the planet.
Bitcoin's made some people real rich real fast, and some major companies are buying in.
The world's richest man now investing $1.5 billion.
What's happening with Bitcoin is that people are increasingly learning that it can be trusted.
But plenty of big names won't go near it.
Bitcoin has no unique value at all. It's a delusion, basically.
So can Bitcoin be trusted? How does it work? And what's Bitcoin really worth? There are thousands of cryptocurrencies out there, but the one most people are talking about is Bitcoin. It's a digital currency, but instead of dollars and cents, it's Bitcoins and Satoshis. And one Bitcoin is worth 100 million Satoshis. But unlike the dollar, euro, or yen, this currency isn't controlled by a government. That's what makes Bitcoin revolutionary, and to some people, a bit scary. It used to be simple. Countries would peg their currencies to the gold stashed in their central bank. But currencies are now just paper, metal, or a number in your bank account, and its value is guaranteed by a government. It's why we trust it. We also trust the banking system to move our money, especially online. So when person A sends $100 to person B, the banks make sure that amount is subtracted from one account and added to the other. And banks update their ledgers to make sure people aren't spending money they no longer have. And of course, banks charge fees for all that work to verify transactions. So what if there was a way to cut out the banks? Well, that was the original thinking behind Bitcoin. The idea was posted online in 2008, describing a peer-to-peer version of electronic cash that you can send from one party to another without going through a financial institution. Its creator or creators used the name Satoshi Nakamoto.
Nobody actually, to this day, is able to say who this creator was. What we do know is that the Bitcoin white paper was published about 1 month after the big crash of the 2008 financial system.
It was an historic day with Wall Street shaken to its very foundation today.
The losses staggering, the fear climbing.
It was a wake-up call, exposing risky banking practices. Many people lost everything, including their faith in the financial system. Coincidence or not, Bitcoin turned up at the same time. And 10 years later, it's still going. So Bitcoin is not controlled by a government. It's not a bank or a company. Instead, it's open source software that runs itself, or more accurately, is run by lots of people. Here's how. So first up, it's called a cryptocurrency because Bitcoin uses encryption to keep it secure. And instead of bank accounts, people trading Bitcoin have two keys. One's private and one is public. They're not actual keys, but bits of encrypted code that fit together. If person A needs to get Bitcoin to person B, they send it to B's public key. Think of it like the number on an ATM card. Person A uses their private key to encrypt the transaction, and person B uses their private key to decrypt it and get their Bitcoin. Those private keys are like the PIN to the ATM card. Now, instead of a bank verifying that transaction, it's done by a huge network of computers around the world, and they all have identical copies of Bitcoin's ledger. It's a record of every transaction ever made that's constantly being updated. So if there's any kind of fraud, the whole network knows about it. That decentralized ledger is called blockchain. Bitcoin transactions are bundled into blocks and linked together, and each block contains a bit of code from the previous one, creating a chronology that's supposed to be impossible to mess with.
All the participants in the Bitcoin network are agreeing that these transactions are what they are, and there's group witnessing of the transactions.
So who are these witnesses? Well, they're actual people called miners with powerful computers.
This is my mining farm at my apartment. Down here is a 6 GPU RX 570 mining rig.
Miners used to do it all on their own. Some still do. But Bitcoin's grown, and now it takes so much more computing power and much more energy. So miners often band together in what are called pools. Some of them build huge warehouses of servers called farms. The big ones are in China, Russia, but also places like Iceland, where it's just easier to cool those servers.
There's a lot of maintenance involved. There's a lot of technical know-how involved.
There's also a lot of energy involved. A Cambridge University study says the entire global Bitcoin network uses more electricity than Argentina.
I think that people have this idea that it's like gold mining, but in essence, it's a lot more like just running like the Visa network. It's just running computers that help people transact.
But what's in it for all those miners? Well, remember, Bitcoin isn't a company, so miners don't get a salary for adding to the blockchain. Instead, the system rewards them in Bitcoin. So, transactions are actually floating around on the Bitcoin network, like in a waiting room, ready to be verified. Miners look for new transactions to bundle them in blocks. But before they can add a block to the chain, there's an extra security check that's pretty unconventional. Mining computers have to compete to solve a coding puzzle. If a miner solves that puzzle first, the block and all the transactions inside it are added to the blockchain. And that miner is rewarded with some Bitcoin.
Literally, any way you slice it, it's profitable.
Another appeal among crypto fans is this idea that Bitcoin is seen as a hedge against inflation. Other currencies suffer when, for example, more money is printed, diluting the pool and weakening its value. Bitcoin gets around the inflation problem by capping its supply at 21 million Bitcoins. At the moment, roughly 17 million Bitcoins are already in circulation, but there are a few million missing because some people have lost their private keys. So how does all the remaining Bitcoin keep its value? Well, the system slows that supply down. One way is by cutting the mining rewards in half every 4 years. In 2009, the reward was 50 Bitcoins for every block of transactions added to the blockchain. 4 years later, it was 25, and so on. In other words, it's basic supply and demand. Bitcoin's supply is capped while demand grows, for now at least.
All right, family, so you know what you just see, you see the name of the place, Volcano. I'm over here in the south side of Cali right now, you know, and I was walking down the street right here and I seen this place right here. Y'all know, you know what I'm saying, if you follow me a little bit and stuff, you know I like to barbecue and I like to cook. If you look at my last episode in Cartagena about the Internet of Things, then you'll see me barbecuing a little bit on that and stuff like that. But anyway, I had to come in here because I saw this smoker right there. You see, it's like equivalent to the green egg. And then they got premium beef and ribs and meat and stuff in there and stuff like that, beef ribs. And they got pork ribs in there, steaks, chicken, sausages, and chorizo, etc., you know. So I had to come here because I'm really considering moving here to Cali, man. I like this place. I could dress down. It ain't overly hot like Cartagena. You know what I'm saying? The temperature is mild. So, you know, and hell, I like the vibes. The people here are beautiful. They're beautiful here. So, you know, I'm really considering this. So, you know, I had to stop to show y'all that a little bit, you know. But, you know, if you come out to Cali, man, you know, what I would tell you is, you know, make sure you know somebody. Don't just be, because the area of town I'm in ain't the safest area of town.
but it ain't the worst area of town either, you know. You just got to be careful. So, but anyway, you know, just another area for you to come think about visiting if you ever come here, because I know y'all don't see this kind of stuff when people put Cali. They always in Chippy Chappy Mall, you know. So I'm a person that go off the beaten path, you feel me? So, and that's how that works for me. But anyway, I'm saying, I got one more clip I'm gonna show y'all, and then that'll be the end of the program. You know, hopefully y'all learned something today, and you know, and you still dare to be great, dare to do something different from everybody else, you know, like I always tell you. But anyway, check out this next spot we at, and then we'll end the program after that. Well, family, so this is the final destination right here. What you see, and what I learned is that Cali is a city of deportes, of sports. So I'm at one of the stadiums here. This is like an Olympic stadium. You can see the Olympic medal right there. So I imagine that you got a lot of people that come here and train, that live in this area or whatever, who compete in whatever type of Olympic activity. So that's what it is right now. Now I'm finna head back because I gotta go clock in for work, and I'm not really excited about that, but definitely Cali, Colombia is gonna be a place that I visit. So now I'm about to hop in the Uber, and then, you know, hopefully we'll see you on the next episode. So thanks for tuning in. Hopefully you learned something, and make sure you get out, be bold, live, and do something different. All right, family, we'll see you on the next episode. Ciao.